Is it spring? Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know anymore. Y'all, I don't think that groundhog was playing. Hey y'all, welcome back to our channel and good morning. It's just one of those seasons, y'all, when it's like a teenager coming in and out of here, slamming them doors, and another thing. Okay? Y'all, I said that groundhog wasn't playing. Maybe Mother Nature is just like done with her hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold flashes, okay? So, maybe it's springtime, y'all, and then maybe it's not springtime for some people, okay? It depends on your zone and your last frost date, okay? It is spring, gardening season is upon us, and that is things that we need to take into consideration when it's time to start planting that garden, okay? We have a gardening playlist where I take you from planting your garden, which I usually start in January. Y'all, I start planting that baby in the winter months when it's dreary outside and you can't get outside. And I start planting because it just helps me make it through the winter. And then when those seed catalogs start coming in the mail, it just starts making me more excited. Then I start charting and drawing and planning in January. And then in some places, February and March, you can start those seeds indoors if you want to, okay? Maybe around Marchish, April, you can start getting some of those plants outside in the soil. Let's go, catch me outside, okay? Y'all remember that? Okay, never mind. Anyway, it's time to start putting those plants in the ground or hardening them off. But one thing y'all need to remember is now is if this groundhog is done playing, y'all, or Mother Nature's done with her flashes, now's the time to start planning and checking for your last frost date. Okay, if you've started seeds indoors, check your last frost date. Now maybe you can start getting them out in the garden. Or if you're going to start purchasing your plants already from a nursery, you can start getting them in the garden. Check your last frost date and stay on top of the weather, okay? Just because you set those babies out there and you've got them planted or you've sowed them seeds doesn't mean that little burst of frost can come back in, y'all, okay? You never know what's going to happen. So there's some ways to combat that. If you get your seed sown, there's ways that you can protect them for future frost when they start popping up through the ground. I will take like a small layer of some kind of mulch, not heavy mulch where it's going to smush everything if it starts popping through the ground, okay? But a light layer of some soft straw sprinkled on top, just enough to keep the frost from settling on your teeny tiny plant that's beginning to emerge and peek through the soil, okay? Just a light layer. Now, if I have got some plants that I've already planted and I'm watching the weather and I'm seeing, oh, there's some cold weather coming, okay? I'll take into consideration, okay, what can I do to cover up my plants to keep that frost from getting on them? Once again, I put a light layer of some hay on it. Not to smother them, but just something light to keep that frost from settling on those leaves, okay? Or, y'all, you can take a mason jar, okay, and put over the top of them. After the frost is gone, early in that morning, it's gone, the temperatures are warming up, take it off. Y'all, mason jars can also act like a little teeny tiny greenhouse. Okay, I have saved milk jugs, juice jugs, things like that, and cut the bottoms out of things. Coke bottles, water bottles, cut the bottom out, okay? Stick them over the top of your plant, okay? Just watch your size of your plant. Make sure whatever you're going to cover on top of them covers the plant without smushing it. Okay, y'all, in a pinch, I have used Ziploc bags. In a pinch, I have got out there and used Walmart sacks and tied them loosely around the stem at the bottom. Gosh, what else have I used? Y'all, one night we were coming home from a scrimmage game that they started in the spring football season, and we have come home at 2 o'clock in the morning, y'all, and had to grab old sheets and act as a row cover. Okay, if you've planted like seeds, and you've sowed them in the ground and they're starting to pop up and it's a long row, yeah, newspapers, just make sure you kind of dome it to where it doesn't smush anything. It's just a layer of protection to keep the frost from settling on the plants. Now, there are some plants that can handle frost. Right now, it's your cold things like lettuces, spinaches, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages, carrots, things like that, that's your cold crops. Okay, they can handle some cold temperatures, they can handle a little bit of frost, but y'all, a freeze will kill them. Ice will kill them. Okay, they might come back and they might not, depends on the root system. Okay, so go back, do your planning, review your list. Okay, watch that weather, check for your last frost date and your zone, when it is safe to plant something. And y'all, zone matters when you are planting something, because some things are for certain zones, for certain climates. Okay, some things are going to grow better in the tropics, tropical areas like Florida, down that way. Some things are not heat tolerant. Read your seed packets, y'all. Study the dynamics of your seeds and what you're wanting to grow in your area for your zone. Okay, now I hope this has helped y'all. Spring is upon us, maybe. Okay, so let's get in that garden. It's time to start planting, getting that soil ready if you haven't done it already. Planting, blah blah blah. Okay, I have a gardening playlist set up. I will put it in the description box below, and I will try to tag it at the end of this video. I am trying to learn how to do end cards, y'all. I'm getting this thing, y'all. Okay, so I'll try to do that. It is our gardening playlist where I take you from planting all the way to harvesting. Okay, so let's get our tools out and let's get busy. See y'all in the next one.